Hello everyone, my name is Hernandez and I am in the University class, section 42. Today I will be talking about domestic violence and its connection and relationship to substance abuse. I will also be talking about the reasons why researchers say they are connected. First, I would like to start off by explaining what domestic violence and substance abuse is. Domestic violence includes physical, verbal, sexual, or emotional abuse. Substance abuse is excessive consumption or misuse of a substance. According to the article entitled "Alcohol and Other Drugs", published in 2012 by the Center for Substance Abuse Prevention, the author Deborah B. Stone stated that research has demonstrated a relatively strong correlation between violence and psychoactive substances, including alcohol and illegal drugs. The underlying relationship differs by the type of drug. In an article entitled "Substance Abuse and Domestic Violence Seem Closely Related", the Addiction Treatment magazine says that 80% of domestic violence cases are connected in some way to substance abuse, and the ramifications can last a lifetime, even setting the stage for children to enter the cycle of abuse and violence as adults themselves. That's 4 out of 5 domestic violence cases that were connected to substance abuse in some way. The Department of Justice found that 61% of victims in domestic violence offenders also have substance abuse problems. Some abusers rely on substance abuse and abuse as an excuse for becoming violent. They try to rid themselves of the responsibility for their violence by blaming it on their victims. Alcohol does affect the user's ability to perceive, integrate, and process information. This distortion in the user's thinking does not cause violence, but may increase the risk that the user will misinterpret his partner or another's behavior. Financial hardships and workplace struggles sometimes lead people to abuse substances, which causes tension at home. This tension escalates over time and consequently causes the substance addict to abuse a family member or another. The person who is abusing substances is also likely to neglect his family or live in burnout, further building the risk that they will abuse a family member. Of all psychoactive substances, alcohol is the one whose use has most clearly shown to create aggression. Amphetamine, cocaine, LSD, and PCP use may also precipitate violence in certain individuals in particular contexts. Different substances have different relationships with domestic violence. A majority of domestic violence offenders are men who are rallying against women and children. 85% of domestic violence abuse victims were women. In order to attempt to manage the violence and increase their own safety, women may use substances along with their abusers. Children are greatly affected by domestic abuse. 80% of child abuse cases were connected to alcohol and drugs. Nearly 4 out of 10 children victimizers reported that they had been drinking at the time of the crime. When children are featured, then why are they being hurt? According to the article entitled "Domestic Violence in Children", updated on April 30th, 2012, the state government of Victoria stated that children sometimes blame themselves for the violence and causes other effects. The National Center on Addiction and Substance Abuse found that 69% of women in treatment for substance abuse say that they were sexually abused as children. The relationship between substance abuse and violence is connected to all ages. Domestic violence and drug and alcohol addiction frequently occur together. It mostly affects women and children. It has damaging effects to both groups and can sometimes lead to the continuing connection between substance abuse and domestic violence. The relationship between substance abuse and domestic violence is one that is very complex. There is no clear evidence that says substance abuse causes domestic violence, but there is a relationship and connection between the two.